Good morning, chat. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Hope everyone's well. What's up, Skylon? Good afternoon. Arnesis. Good morning. Digital Nukes. Yo. SS Shorts. How's it going? Ronald. How you doing? Froggy. Burl. What's up, Burl? Mike. How you doing? Eddie. Hola. Raphael. What's up? Chris, how you doing? Miguel, what's going on? Ken, what's up? What's up? Digital Nukes. We already said your name. Beatsville, good morning. Golden. Nice, you made a withdrawal on TPT. But the process is slower than usual. Anybody else? Meh, I don't know. I think they're good for it. Yo, Alistair, how you doing? Philip, what's going on? Abel, good morning. KA Trades, how you doing? Saskitteburg, what's up? Larry, I was your top watch channel this year. Awesome, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Anyone else who saw their YouTube Wrapped or recap, whatever they call it? If this channel was up there, I do really appreciate it. So thanks for watching this year. Ethan, what's going on? Mr. McConco, what's going on? Jacob, good morning. Yo, it's like 1 degree outside. It's absolutely frigid. Ugh, it's really cold. Luckily, my office is maybe the warmest room in the house. Eddie, Generation Lost was my #1 artist. Guy kind of looks like you with a pig. Are you serious? Was I really up there? You're in Ireland and it's cold? I was your #2. Sorry I betrayed you. Who was #1? Let's hear it. Who was it? Let everyone know. What do you like better? Someone in TBM's chat said it's -16 right now where he is in Iowa. Yeah. No, thank you. It's, not even technically winter yet. All right, so a nice bump there off of the employment data. What was it? What was the? I forget the number. What was that number that just caused that pump? Is it jobless claims? No, it's top of the hour. I just had it on here. I don't remember. Oh, Mango Street was your first one? That dude has better editing skills. Top 0.1% viewer. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Shout out to the Chicago French Bulldog Rescue. They're sponsoring my hydration this morning. All right, chat. We're about to open up. Been pretty dull overnight session. Hopefully we can break out of this little kind of range-bound, balanced action we've been in. Get some movement going. Right now I lean towards the upside. What's up, Turbo? Ready to make some big Benjamins? Or whatever large denomination bills your country has? All right, let's have a good one.
This is all wet and it's slick and it's ready to go.
Just watching 50% level first for this pump up. ES just about tapped it. It's two ticks away, I think. What's up, Evan? How you doing? You think losing money is more real in real estate than stocks? It just depends. Depends on who's doing it. You can lose money in both if you want. I mean, if you bought in 2007 in the real estate market at McMansion, yeah, you probably freaking lost money. Wet, slick ass, and ready to go. Any thoughts on Hoffman Estates? Work offered me a promotion, but I would have to move there. Why would you have to move there? Like, is it corporate housing? Hoffman Estates is just very, if I'm thinking of it correctly, it's very just like a lot of big, like corporation headquarters and stuff. Right by O'Hare. If I'm thinking of the right Hoffman Estates. I've been there before on like a video shoot. Oh, it's a little farther from O'Hare. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So, yeah. I was thinking more like Rosemont area, I guess. Yeah, Hoffman Estates, that's fine. It's chill. You know, it's pretty suburban, you know. It's going to take you a while to get to the city, if you ever want to go into the city. What's up, Riley? How you doing? All right, so retracing this move here, almost entirely. ES, however, look at ES. ES is sitting on that 50% level still. Nasdaq already blew through it. So ES showing a little relative strength here. Sup, Sour, how you doing? Look at ES just sitting there on that 50%. Yeah, that's the 50%. It's really just holding value there. What do you think of Tradeify's new select plan? Pretty good. Look, it's good to have more options that aren't. To me, it's pretty straightforward. I would compare if you did like the Tradeify Select or Tradeify Select Flex plan, which is the not daily option. It's every 5 days. I would compare that to something like My Fund of Futures, Top Step, or Lucid Flex, maybe. And then see which one ends up being the best for you. All right. Look at that. Look at that 50% hold there on ES. I'm very surprised by that with how easily NASDAQ gave back those gains. I do like the lowered profit target. Absolutely. Like funding ticks over here. $2,500 profit target too instead of $3,000. That's nice. I'm used to the $3,000 profit. I don't know if I've ever traded a 50K with a $2,500 profit target, but I appreciate it. NASDAQ about to finish their complete retracement. There it is. All the way up and back down. Fufu01, what's up? How you doing? What's up, Fufu? Speeding up here. NASDAQ gave way. There's VWAP. Sorry, ES gave way. That level is holding into VWAP. NASDAQ really starting to sink here. Interesting. My heart rate ticked up there. I'm very close to blowing my 10 tick ticks. Just not from tilting or anything. It was just 2 days of hitting my loss limit of 600. Like, for whatever reason, just could not get those going. Yesterday, minus like 400. So pretty much gave back all my profit. I was within, $80 of blowing them. I just caught a little bit of that short down for $300. So I've given myself a little bit more wiggle room now. but still, I think it's going to be tough to, it's still a lot of work ahead trying to keep those alive. But that got my heart rate going a little bit, is trying to catch that short without, all I was giving it was, I was trading one mini, which is very little room for error there. So that's got the old ticker thumping there. What's your thoughts on price action this week? Absolutely freaking hate it, to be honest. It has not been my favorite week at all. Oscar, what's up? How you doing? Into some important levels here. This is from yesterday. We had a nice spike up into the 16s, and then we had a really nice sell-off yesterday. And this is exactly what I outlined on stream. You could rewind it, post it in Discord, because it was just such a beautiful hit and sell-off. I wish I was there to trade it, but I was getting ready for my futures desk stream. You did one mini with $80 to drawdown? Yeah, I did. It was just so yesterday I I ended down 400 whatever with giving myself $80 to drawdown. 10 times out of 10, I'm trading that until it's blown, that same day, right? Because it's like, you have $80, like, might as well just try. But I did not like the price action yesterday afternoon. So, like, you know what? I might as well wait until open tomorrow and see if I can catch really fast movement. Just get in and get some really fast movement in the direction, because it was moving. It was too back and forth and choppy. And with $80 drawdown, that's not enough. So my plan was to trade the open on it, see if I could catch some moves in my direction. And so it worked out, but I mean, it could obviously easily just blown it, and that's what I was kind of okay with there. Ken, I don't remember your troll question. A lot of people were just trolling this. They're having a good time. A lot of people just from this stream here were just kind of goofing around. It's like, what's a good analogy for that? I don't know what a good analogy is, but where everyone was having a good time. So if you tuned into that Future Desk stream yesterday, I appreciate it. I saw a lot of the familiar names from live stream here. That would have been wild to watch, which was on stream. Yeah, it's too hard to, and I don't want to I don't want to condone risky behavior, it's easier for me just to kind of do on my own here. It happened very fast too. I clicked the join ask button there on Project X to get a better fill, and then quickly moved to break even, and I was just trailing. Before New York session opens, it's already opened, how to build our context on whether to long or short the entirety of the session. Well, I don't do that, Nikhil, because I'm a scalper. So most days I trade both sides. Most not if it's a big trend day usually, but most days you'll see me take a long and see me take a short, generally speaking. So the way I trade, looking for smaller moves. I don't need to just be on one side of the action. I can play both sides of it. But, you start on the daily. Look at the daily candles. Try to understand where we're at, where support is, where resistance is, generally speaking. Who's had momentum. In this case, bears had a little bit of momentum yesterday, not a lot. And then, like Burrow says, don't trade at the open, just wait 15 minutes. Yeah. Let's see, let the opening volatility shake out and let the market pick a direction. If it hasn't picked a direction, then you just sit on your hands and you wait. You wait for opportunity. Yeah, like what Evan said here, I think having a long or short bias is fine for longer plays, but I try to be as neutral as possible intraday to react to what the market wants to do. Exactly. That's how I feel too. I don't like going in with a daily bias or anything because if the market does not agree with your daily bias, it's going to keep you out of really great trades because you're too worried about what you think should happen, and that's irrelevant. There's many times where there's a great setup that would be a great setup long, but I was too busy looking for shorts still, you know? So you have to be pretty fluid, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just mark out this opening range here so far. 161 points here in 5 minutes. It's pretty good. Down move looks pretty good here. We see this pattern a lot up to VWAP. To me, that looks pretty good to the downside. Just oftentimes, though, you will see maybe a little run before you get the drop, a little run above. And that's what I do want to avoid, not getting trapped in. Be like water and get liquidated. Bruce Lee, probably. So I'm gonna look. Here's my entry short. I'll go ahead and outline it here. If we can spike up to around my ellipse, could be a little higher. I'm willing to watch it go higher. So, well, I might not. It might be irrelevant now because we might just be getting the drop. But anyways, if we can get a spike up here, signs of rejection. Look at 1,100 lots there hitting ES. 1,100. Check out the heat map here. These are seller aggressive lots. They're hitting the bid. That's why we got that little quick spike down here. What is this on my chart? I don't remember placing any orders. What is this? What is this mod chat you guys have where you're like, what are we gonna troll Daniel about today? Let me in. Let me in. Golly. Let's troll about 300k subscribers. Let's troll about, is that book map? Shit, man, you guys are something else. What's up, Parshav? Hang on, okay. Done for the day. Some of your orders filled, some didn't. Half filled, half didn't. Fucked up your RR, but it's fine. 71.5 was where the 0 print was. Went to 71.25, then dropped, then went up. Odd. Okay. So Rhythmic was only giving you like half fills, is what you're saying? It was like, did you mark it in, or it was just like a limit order? Was it moving too fast? Can't think of why it wouldn't. Went in with 4 lots. Money, you made $800 on Funny Tick's live account after forgetting to remove a limit order. Man, so many people in chat, I feel like they or in Discord, they'll say, I forgot I had a limit order on. I made $3,000. Some of you guys have terrific limit orders you forget about. That's nice, getting surprise money. I mean, honestly, is there a better feeling than when there's a mistake that happens in your favor? It feels like kind of a freebie. You're like, whew, that was awesome. Why has that never happened to me, says Evan? Well, again, yeah, I'm still interested in the short side. Gotta see spike up or something. I think that'd be more interesting. If I wouldn't want to short here. If I did, stop would have to be like 58s, like 50 points, 60 points away. Did I buy meta stock? No, I don't really look at equities very often, especially like pre-market or anything. I'm not checking the equity so often. I mean, I think I still own meta stock somewhere. I bought it on a couple years ago. There's like they had earnings. They plummeted after earnings, and I bought meta. I don't really remember what account that was in. It was in I think it was in my retirement account, my Roth. I bought 10 shares of meta at $266. Just a couple years ago. And now it's at $662. So that's $4,000 off 10 shares. That doesn't even seem like that makes sense to me. That's crazy. It's 10 shares in a retirement account. That's nuts. All right, let's see if we can get a little slice down here now. This looks pretty scalpable to me, but how to make a trading plan around the scalping trading as a beginner. I think learning price action comes first. I think it's hard to scalp if you don't understand price action or order flow, or you have to have some foundation, right, in order to place trades. If you don't have that foundation yet, you just have to spend time learning it first. There's a lot that, first couple years as I was learning the basics, you start to feel like, okay, yeah, I get it now. But then you don't necessarily understand the behavior of that instrument, whatever you're trading, until you stare at it for a lot longer and even trade it a lot longer. Probably take losses. So the idea is to, trade simulated funds, so paper accounts, until you really start to understand things. That way you don't lose money learning. Yeah, I got you, Parshad. At least it's green though. So, Nikhil, I'm marking out key levels from a higher time frame on down. This is a 1 minute chart, but I'm looking at start with the daily, go down to the 4 hour, etc. So, I'm looking for key levels of interest. It could be a rejection point from a previous day, could be a higher low from a previous day, and you want to see price react at these levels, and you're looking for something that makes sense from a risk perspective. So if the downside move looks good, where can I stop out if I'm wrong? That makes sense. Like here, I think overall I want to be positioned short, but I don't want to short the lows here necessarily, because if it bounces before it drops, I'm taking a lot of heat on this trade. Like my stop would be 50 plus points away. That's too much risk for me. So I'm going to wait and let price come up to a higher area before I short. And if it doesn't, then I miss the trade, and that's it. And so be it. Can you make some eagle sounds? No. I can say caw. That's more of like a crow, though. That's all you're going to get. All right, Evan. We'll watch the VOD later tonight. It's a ritual at this point. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Have a nice time with your girl. I'm sure she'll have a great time with you. I bet you make her laugh all the time, don't you? She's probably always just laughing at your jokes. Philip, you'd rather wait with shorting until price breaks out, or like an opening range break? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I don't mind shorting in this range here, as long as it's like, again, as long as if it's like a nice spike up and smack down, and let's say it spikes up through VWAP and smacks back down, I wouldn't mind shorting around VWAP, even though it is in the middle of the range. Because look at this nice 30-minute we got going here. A very nice smack down there. That's pretty good. And ES is just leaking lower now finally. So yeah, you know, there's some things to like about it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, definitely nice orders hitting there on heat map. And Akil, you got it decently. I think decent foundation there. But it's once there's a breakout over a level, you're not waiting for a resistance to place a trade because you don't want to long at resistance, right? You'd rather once we break out, so that's breaking resistance or breaking a key level. Generally, the school of thought is wait for a retest of that level, right? So let's say we break the lows on NASDAQ, so the candle moves down, right? Instead of, you want to short it, instead of waiting till we get to a daily demand, I think that's demand, not supply. Anyways, instead of waiting till a key zone to short, because that's where we might stall out, you want to wait for a retest of that level we just broke out from. And then if that holds, confirm that looks good for a short. Like, okay, this is my, it's a break and retest trade. Very simple. I'll take profit at support and I'll stop out, if we break back above, yada, yada, So something like that would be a very basic break and retest trade. There's obviously a lot more that goes in. Trading is not that easy, but your strategy can be. And it's just as you get more screen time, you'll learn about other things to look for and how to stay out of trouble, how to avoid certain situations that it's not as textbook, but you start to develop an intuition. You've seen stuff before where it just doesn't work out. You start recognizing signs. Yeah, Parcho, I did see that. Thank you. I mentioned it earlier, I think, before you joined the stream, but if you did the YouTube recap and I was in the top, I do very much appreciate it. Why not trade the initial move first and like target PDL versus the break and retest of PDL? I don't know. I don't really. I mean, to me, the absolute best, the cleanest setup was right here. This little break and retest of VWAP. Nikhil, here's a good example of what I'm talking about. VWAP is the orange line on my chart. I like VWAP a lot. I think it's a great indicator. We reject here. We did spike above it a little bit, back under. You get short to overnight lows and stop out somewhere around there. It's a great trade. Yeah, I think if I want to trade the open, I just got to get in that mindset. I got to just be ready for it. And I just generally not. I did on TickTick, as I mentioned. I did trade that quick flush. Just got a little bit of it. 15 points. Nice golden. CYB, what up? Good morning. I feel like taking the initial move is riskier because often it will just sweep and then reverse in the opposite direction. Absolutely. And that's why, if I do try to trade it and I take that first loss quickly, it's just a little hard for me, right? It's a little hard for me to bounce back. Okay. So ES with the sweep of overnight lows to the pivot point. Really nice hit of the pivot point there. NASDAQ up to about 600 overnight lows. Money, thanks. Thanks for watching this channel this year, man. But Dan, what a year it's been on a journey here with you. Keep it up. Thank you. Also been interesting checking out loads of props for Prop from Gorilla and helping you there. I appreciate your help. Very helpful. Very saved me a bunch of time. Yeah, Parshav, you're despite what the mods may joke about, you are a shining example of positive contributing member to chat and the community at large, and very helpful in the Discord. So I know everyone appreciates having you around, Parshav. Would you buy Nvidia at 100? Again, I don't look at equities very often. Would I buy Nvidia at 100? I mean, it's at 181. I did buy Nvidia. I'll tell you, Nvidia is the only stock I have right now in my brokerage account that's not a retirement account. And I bought it at 114.75. It's at 181 right now. So yeah, I would buy it at 100. Yeah, if I get an $80 discount on it, sure. Can we get new lows here on NAS? Or at least tap the 50s here? Look at these. It's 100. I thought it said 400. Some orders piling in on the heat map here. Yeah, Grizz, I got you. So, like, on that trade, Grizz, where are you getting it at? Are you just, as soon as you start to see sharp momentum, you're just going to mark it in? All right, here we go. There's a nice move down to the 50s. New lows on NASDAQ. I'm going to try a long here. A little counter trend here. Could be a quick stop here. Dan, you heard the saying that if all the money was split up, the rich people will be rich and the poor will be poor after a few years. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it's a hero long for sure. Is that, Grizz, is that still a 1-to-1 on that 30 points? Speeding up here a little bit. Gotcha, Grizz. Yeah, I could try that. I could try that tomorrow. It's also, I'm trading Funny Ticks eval, so not the highest of stakes. Not the highest of stakes. Yesterday you told, you said micros can absolutely destroy you. Yeah. Why do you think that? Thanks, Greedy from Hungary. Majar. Egan, they can definitely destroy you because with good movement, like today, for instance, if you're trading, let's say 5 micros, so half a mini, you could just continue taking hits after hit, and in some ways, maybe you give a little less thought to the trade because it's just micros. I'm fine. But a few stop outs, and next thing you know, you're down like $600, $800. Is that a long? Yeah, part of it's long. So it's very easy to rack up losses with micros. I've done it this week. Not loving this right now. It's looking a little spicy. Is the Funny Ticks dashboard having issues? Let me look. Dashboard looks fine to me. So right now it's looking a little bear flaggy to me, which is not a good look for the long. I'm hoping that's just a little sweep under, sweep to new lows, and a reclaim. But right now it does look a little bear flaggy. So we could just get a knife down and I'll be... In fact, I think I'll go ahead and take it off. I'll take that trade off. Not looking as good as I want it. Clicking around here on the Funny Ticks dashboard. Yeah, loading account details. It says something went wrong. Yeah. I haven't really explored the dashboard very much. This is only day 2 of the account. So it looks a little knifey, as I was saying, and that's why I hopped out of that long there. What are you looking for on Bookmap for a trade? Well, I like to look for the large orders, and I like to see what happens with those large orders. So the large orders, like the transacted large, so the bubbles are transactions, right? The lines are limit orders. So I'm looking for the transactions and looking for large transactions, and then I'm looking to see what happens. So sometimes you'll see boom, 400 lots to the sell side. So 400 lots hitting the bid, the red bubbles, 400 lots, maybe another 400, 200. We're not really breaking. So a passive buyer is sitting there absorbing those large orders. And generally we will reverse off that. That's the idea there. Man, I almost want to just flip back to short, but I thought the long would be nice. I thought this would be a nice short trap here. But I almost just want to throw a short on here. Why do you put your heat map on one order then, not over, let's say, 30? It's just what I'm used to. I think maybe that's, I don't even know if I mess with the template too much. Do like, let's say 40. That's just showing the limits though, right? So I need the size and minimum order size there, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's a little better. What if I was... Oh, it's big trades? Oh, I was wondering if it was big trades or not. 40. Yeah, that's cleaner. I like it. What's up, Jake? How you doing, man? Hero long or long euro? Dude, don't make me hungry, man. I'm not supposed to be hungry for a few hours. I might have told this story on stream. It reminds me when you mentioned a euro sandwich. When I was in New York with my friend, we were just walking around or something. We hit a euro cart, not hit, but we grabbed a euro from a cart. We got on the subway, the train, whatever they call it. And then got off. Well, we ate the euro sandwich. I was like, that was so freaking good. We got off. There's another euro cart at the next subway station we got off at. We got another one. Housed it. It was freaking awesome. It's a very fond memory. It's very delicious. Street meat. That's right. I like this price action better than yesterday, to be honest. I don't think Carmine's traded yet today. Nice move here. All right, that's my long idea playing out here. Pretty good. For the paper trading account, can we add real-time data to it? Yes, you need to. So you got to find a way to do that for as cheaply as possible. One of the cheapest ways is TradingView. You can buy real-time data from TradingView for like $7 or $8, depending on what exchange, but for futures. Otherwise, you may be able to get a free paper trading account from like a brokerage. So here in the States, for instance, if you had like a Charles Schwab account, you could get a paper account if you have like some money in the account. The futures desk, you can go to the futures desk and get a practice account for $19 a month. And that includes their really nice back-end journaling and live data. Going for level 1 real-time data or level 2 is good to have. You can start with level 1. All right, so we got the pop. The long, when I was on in that long, I was looking for like just under 600. So now that we got that pop, I do want to see the short side play out here. Wish I got a better entry here. I don't like shorting the lows really. When level 1 doesn't cover the order flow or delta level data to cover it. No, you won't get order flow with level 1. But I mean, if you're brand new, honestly, I don't know if I would worry too much about order flow just yet. I feel like that could come in a month or two. I don't know. That's just my opinion though. I'm just trying to save you money when you learn. I don't want you to spend too much money. See if we can get some heavy closes on these candles. Break these lows with some seller strength. Yeah, there's a lot of information out there. You can definitely get overwhelmed with all of it out. So just try to keep it simple. Just get you some live data, learn some price action, and then you'll probably find more questions to ask after doing that, you know. All right, taking a little heat on this trade here. Again, should have I think been ready for the short a little bit earlier, and then it's a lot easier to hold. All right. What's up, Mal? How you doing? Yeah, I might cut this here. Tapped into a little bit of green, but we're wicking out of that. I think that's why entries are pretty crucial. All right, I'm gonna hop out there for a loss. 216, not a big deal there. Noticing a lot of divergence on the tick. We might get a boost out of here. Select the price action. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think it's going to set up for a nice move. Can we get some rips out of here? If we revisit these lows again, honestly, if we start to stall here back at the lows, the risk reward on a long is really sweet. Used to use my live streams for free data at one point. Just with it's an 8-second delay instead of like a 15-minute delay. I think we're going to get a nice little bounce out of here. We'll see, though. Yeah, Maul, that's the other thing, too. Yeah, the RR would be sweet, but then the other thought you're having as a trader is like, really? Okay, we're back at the, like, sellers are keeping a lid on buyers, you know, like they're unable to really move away, and we're just consolidating at the lows still. So the probability does decrease, and I think always that's the challenge is like, oh yeah, definitely long, you know, wherever you want to long from, and then when you get down there, you're like, ooh, I don't know, that was a lot of selling to get there. So you start to second guess whether you'd actually want to long that. It's just the paradox of trading. All right, Akil, catch you later. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, Maul. The markets are offering good RR because other traders think that is low probability. Yeah, you ever put on a trade that's like, you're risking 1 to make 10, 15, something crazy. You're like, oh, this would be so sweet if this hits. You're like, yeah, well, the probability of that happening is pretty low, dude. I do that all the time, honestly. Brohy, what's up, man? Been a while. Thank you. I'm glad you like Prop from Gorilla. Thank you. Hope you get a lot of use out of it. Man, I tried longing this on TickTick. I did hit join bid on this candle here, and I did not get filled. That would have been very, very nice for that account. Can I use Gorilla in Canada? Absolutely, you can. We're worldwide, baby. Nice, man. Glad to hear it. You watch big market cap stocks like Nvidia and Tesla to help you assess the direction of the market? From time to time. Yeah, Parshav, though, it's, you know, I don't, just to add simple stuff sometimes can like just cause bigger problems. I don't know if it's worth it. You can figure out for yourself when you go to TickTick's website that you can't buy anything. You know, I don't think I need to mention it because that means I gotta like keep up with it. If it, you know, then they turn it on, then I go, okay, gotta go turn this off. It's just you can figure it out for yourself. Am I in a trade right now? No. I wish I was. I tried longing at in the 70s here. Sometimes the ask join bid is awesome because you get a nice fill and you're instantly in the green. Other times you miss the move if it's a little too fast. I missed the fill. No, don't do that, Parshav. Don't do it. Just let it be. We'll wait till they unveil their new thing and then we'll just update it. Because otherwise it'll break stuff. Well, got the move essentially to 600 there. I almost want to throw a short on again. Joey, trading can be like that, right? Where you feel like you finally like turned a corner, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know how to take a winning trade anymore. I felt that recently. It sucks. In your opinion, I need to look for trades on a higher time frame and execute on a lower time frame. Yeah. I mean, I definitely, I love the 15 for scalping. How much drawdown you got in the funded? Like $380. Guess I should have shorted what I said I wanted to short. And as I said earlier, you know, like, oh, we get back down here, the RR for a long is great. But then you look at how we got back down there, you're like, ooh, do I really want to long this? Sellers seem pretty persistent. It's a paradox. Trading paradox. So now I gotta wait for the break. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. Should have just fucking pulled the trigger instead of just talking about it. All right, so 25,500 key level. That's been pretty key to watch lately. So definitely keep an eye on that. If I was short, that'd be my target. All right, let's see if we can test previous support and continue moving lower. So far, so good. Trade ORB? No, not really. But I mean, this is an ORB trade potential. So, but it's not like I'm not like, oh, this is what I need. But it's, to me, it's just any other trade I would take in terms of break and retest of a key area. So it doesn't have to be the opening range, but could be nice. Okay, there it is. Now we reclaim this. That could be a great short trap. I still want to see us get a little bit more. I would love for us to go to the 25,500. Yesterday we did not retest 25,500. After we moved away from there, we kept bouncing at like the 20s and 30s and stuff. Where did we bounce here? Yeah, so same kind of area where bouncing the same area as yesterday and not getting that 500 retest yet. Could be a low day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, I'm cold in here. I keep turning the temperature higher and higher. I'm freezing. All right, so that's pretty good peak below the support and reclaim. ORB traders are shook right now. Just kidding. This could be, like Maul saying, this could be a low day. This is the kind of trade that can tilt me. Is, let's say I short and I'm looking for 500 and we turn around and get this kind of really fast recovery and I get out for break even or $200 or something, when previously I was up like, let's say $1,000, $1,200. Those kind of things like piss me off because you just saw this profit unrealized get taken away from you, and that's like harder than your trade not even working out anyway. Like that's just, if you short here and you take it off for like minus $200, like that's whatever, But when you get the break and you don't take profit, like that really can throw me off. So yeah, happened to you yesterday. Yeah, it can be one of the tougher battles, I think. So I think I gotta look for longs here at this point. Trading platform I'm using on the left side, it's a Motive Wave as well. It's their heat map tool. And over here is Tradeovate. So yeah, I think longs could be cooking here. So I need to see. I would love to get back over here, put in a higher low, and then move away. So I will look for a long. Maybe I'll just set a limit order, something like, I don't know how low I can get, but in the 60s, I'd be willing to risk some money there. Actually, don't need that many points. Something like that would work fine. What do you say your trading strategy is? Well, it's price action with a little bit of order flow. I use supply and demand, overnight highs and lows, yesterday's highs and lows to find areas to target. Look for liquidity sweeps. Look for areas that are just going to attract price and then try to get in on that move to that target. To me, this is just a pretty simple price action setup. Let's see how low I can get in long here for. It's going to come back in that zone. I think 60s would be ideal, but we'll see. I would target like 50 points. And give it more room to breathe too. I think something like that would be fine. Your long mall, nice. Well, if we can get a little bit of a lower test, then I might be along with you there. Prefer not to long right here. If I have to, though, so be it. Come on. Well, I'm gonna be patient and see if maybe we'd hit VWAP and do get that pullback lower. But yeah, I'm not gonna long up here though. So VWAP's hitting on ES right now. Might be able to get a little pullback from that. If not, ES is coinciding with my red zone of terror here. This was a level from yesterday that we had a nice sell-off from. $600 level here. What's up, V2? How's trading so far for you? Didn't catch the moves I wanted. But all right, though. Recap. Took a long here. I thought it was a good idea, but I killed it. It just looked a little too iffy, like I'd get knifed out any second. Then, I think I took a poorly timed short. Yeah, that's a short there. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not a great trade. Let me kill that. So now I'm looking for a long. So I'm looking for a higher low to be put in, but a revisit to this area of consolidation down here. So, I'd like to get in around the 60s. That's the trade I would like to see. What's up, Guillermo? How you doing? There's the move to VWAP. Nice, Maul. Hope you're printing some money there. It's a nice move. I would have loved for us to pull back right around here and get a drop and then move higher again from there. Well, might be SOL there. Shucks. Okay, back up to 50% of the opening range here. Honestly, I'd like to see a pullback through VWAP. And maybe it's VWAP on ES instead that gets the hold. So maybe it's 600 on NASDAQ. To me, that's reasonable. Something like that. Well, right now it's just a VWAP hold. All right. I used to try on left. Answered that a few times, but looking for large orders and looking for follow through on those orders. So start to get large orders. Like here's some large orders hitting the bid. So sellers are the aggressors here. 230, yada yada, larger orders, and then we're not seeing that follow through. This is right at the lows here. And so a lot of times when you see these large orders hitting and you're not seeing the follow through to the aggressor's side, it's a sign of a passive buyer. They're absorbing these large orders, and you might get a move in the opposite direction. That's the very basic idea. Here's VWAP again on ES. What's NVIDIA doing? Nice little pump. All right. Looks like a break from its consolidation from Tuesday. Get long in, you know you want to. Well, let's see if VWAP holds here on ES. I mean, I'd rather be long closer to 600, but I keep wanting lower and lower entries, and we're not really getting them. So maybe I do enter higher. There's a lot of 800 lots there to the buy side. kind of want to look for a scalp short, honestly. I gotta wait and see what happens here if you want. It's my risk. Well, I'm trying to get an evaluation, so risk is always higher on those. It kind of depends on the account. So see that how we had the 800 lots hit there from buyers. They're hitting the ask. Did not get follow through, and instead we actually moved lower off there. So when I see that order hit and I see it start to move below that level, that adds a little bit of confidence to scalp short idea. This is your first eval ever. You're doing good until that drop. Yeah. There were some signs that it could be happening. One is stalling out at 50% of the opening range here. So that's why I marked that out. So we're at the 50%. And then we see on the order flow, we see those larger orders hitting. I'm still interested in longs. Just want to see if we can get down here in the 60s. '80s. Do I know any YouTubers from India about for trading? No, I don't. I'm sure there's plenty though. Command list. Yeah, I could do that. Check out those orders there. 677 lots. Not gonna set a limit order, no. I hate getting run over on a limit order. I mean, I love it when it works out, obviously. Feels awesome. But getting run over on one feels just way more worse than getting filled on a good one feels good. You know what I mean? Are we long here? Well, I am looking for the long side, so I think it's a decent spot to look for. It's in the 60s here. Obviously, this long idea can be voided for sure. How much do you need to hit 300K? The funny part is I already hit 300K like a year and a half ago, and I just haven't posted very often. And so you start to lose subscribers, and so I dipped under it. So I already hit it quite a while ago. All right. I'll go ahead and hop in here. There's a position I would consider adding on. If we do move lower and we find some support back in the 60s, I would consider adding to that position. But for now, I got to take a quick pee break. I'll be right back. All right. A little move lower here. Low 70s. Thanks, Macy. Appreciate it. Guillermo getting a short on 585. All right. Yeah, I will say the 15-minute does look pretty bearish. When I view up on a chart, this is just trade of eight. I don't use this for charting. It's just for order executions here. All right, I'll take the stop at 53.5 here. It's just playing with me now. Getting within a tick of stopping me out. Could move it below all this support, but all right. Well, it's not looking too hot here. Some large orders to the sell side here. I think it's looking like it's just gonna flush on through here. All right, taking the stop there.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Taking any payouts recently? I had a tick one a couple weeks ago. There's new lows. 500 next. What's the TP? I'm not in a trade. If I was short, it'd be 500. ES did not break new lows there. RV2, have a good one. What's up, Ricky? How you doing? I'll be honest, I no longer like this price action. Right now, it looks like a double bottom higher low there on ES. Let's go to another screen here. Right at my Jizu here. It's a Jizu hit. Higher low, so we'll see if we can push higher now. NASDAQ is just right at this the opening range low though. What's up, chicken? It's not been great this week. Chat, is there really only 29 likes on this stream? Or is it something lie to me? 29, oh my gosh. Bro, if my mom logs in and checks today, sees how many people are enjoying her son's hard work, she would be so disheartened, guys. She's a nice lady. She'd like the stream. Ma, the meatloaf. She's gonna call me and be like, when are you gonna get a real job? You can't just sit in front of a computer all day clicking buttons. Like, watch me. Finally broke down and ordered a PC. Yeah, I did the same thing last winter, man. But honestly, I mean, I still prefer working on my Mac, but I don't mind having just like a dedicated trading PC. I got a computer from Falcon Trading. I didn't feel like doing all the research to build my own. I've done it before. It's fun, but I wasn't looking for fun at the time. I don't like to have fun, you know? Very serious. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's what a lot of real jobs do. Yeah, sit in front of a spreadsheet, click buttons, clack, clack, clack on the keyboard. Yeah, Ricky, adults don't get to have fun. What do you usually add to your position? I almost never do. Why not use your Mac in clamshell mode as a desktop? I'm using a Mac Studio, so it's not a laptop. But a lot of trading stuff just is built for PCs. Kind of old school. Mac Studio always clamshell. Just, it's in box mode. Speaking of old school, Rhythmic's very old school. People that build their own PC don't ever buy pre-built again. Well, I just proved that untrue. I mean, Falcon's building it for me, so it's like custom built for traders. I just didn't want to put the time. I could spend 20 hours researching what I should buy, and I just didn't want to do that. My time is valuable. I've done it twice. It's fun. It is fun, a fun project. But yeah, again, I just. That's buying the effort, really, though, wouldn't you say? I don't really know what you mean by that. Did you pick the parts? No, they have like pre-built options, and then like you can customize it. You know, like if you want. You know, it's kind of like when you go to like the any of the pre-built computer. Like if you go to Dell or Apple or whatever, you know, you can swap out hard drives or change the graphics card. So I chose some options, and then they actually emailed me some recommendations to save me some money. Dude, you're getting a Dell. Use a laptop when you travel? No, I bring my Mac Studio with me, generally speaking. I haven't really done a ton of traveling lately. So like when I went to California for a month, obviously I'm bringing my Mac Studio and a couple monitors. But obviously if it's a quicker trip. My laptop's kind of old. I don't use my laptop very often. I'm very much like a old school. Like I like sitting down in front of a desktop. I like a keyboard and a mouse. You know, I like my setup at my desk. Like I don't really use my laptop very often. It's kind of like I was saying, it's kind of old and slow. And I just don't, really enjoy using it. How do you like the copy trader motive wave? It's okay. It's the biggest issue with it is when you flatten orders. So you're trading a bunch of accounts and you need to flatten. I like to use Rhythmic to flatten. Okay, so like I was saying, double bottom, high or low here on ES, looking pretty good. And yeah. Isn't Apple M3 chips good? I mean, people tend to like the M chips in general. I've heard good things. I don't think I don't have a laptop with an M chip. My laptop's probably like 8 years old or something. Well, I am honestly annoyed by this price action. I would look to long here if we can get a move lower, but it's just I feel like it's just jerking me around here. Yeah, I've been using the Frankfurt Gateway many times and it's worked fine. For whatever reason, I don't know. Okay, so ES is up to VWAP. I'm probably, man, I think I'm interested in longs, but man, I kind of hate this. So Skidabur, I mean, obviously it's picking up. I was gonna say good area to short. I don't need to tell you that. It's a nice reaction. Kill, you're asking about a bubble indicator in TradingView, which is like showing the big orders like heat map. I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't I know TradingView was trying to do. Were they trying to add market by order? I don't know if they had that though, which is what heat map relies on. Ricky, you totally figured out the 1OP indicator? I don't know, man. Pete said over the years that everyone thinks they figured it out. You should send it to me. Let me check it out. Compared it for weeks. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. There are many Indians who want to trade on US F&O market. You know how? Well, prop firm. Haven't mentioned it yet today, so let's do it. Go to propfirmgorilla.com. Go to India. This is going to show you all the prop firms that work with India, just most of them. And these allow you to trade US futures. You know, you go to My Fund Futures, you can look at the instruments if you want to trade any of these. You get the equities, indices, currencies, commodities, metals, crypto. So it's propfirmgorilla.com. Check it out. Bye. This might be, I might take a long here. This would be my last trade. You ever listen to Harry from the 1OP room? Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's a character for sure. It's pretty subpar price action right now. I don't really like anything that much. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna head out. It's 10:30. I'm not loving it, so tomorrow's Friday, so we'll get back after it for one last stream of the week. Thanks for hanging out today. Hope you had a better session than I did. There's some decent moves. It's all about the entries. But yeah, I hope you had a good one. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.